Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Grace. Those who are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. So guys, today we are making this beautiful dress, and yeah, you can see it's very simple to make, and all the details that you'll need is in the video. So guys, enjoy. This is what you're going to be using. You're going to need scissors for cutting off your yarn. You're going to need a hook, and today I'm using a 4.0 millimeter hook. You're going to need yarn, and I'll be using this robin yarn, which is 100% acrylic, and it is a fingering yarn, so I'll be doubling my strand. And you're going to need a tape measure. You're going to need 4 stitch markers, so I don't have enough stitch markers, and I'm also using my earrings. Yeah. So for the measurements, you're going to need your underbust measurement. Underbust measurement just below your boob. You're going to need your underbust measurement. Mine is 30 inches. Yeah. And you're also going to need your hip measurement. So my underbust measurement is 30 inches and my hip measurement is 40 inches. So you're going to write that down because we'll use it later. Okay, so we'll just jump right in. So we are going to start by making a slip knot. This is how I make my slip knot. I hold my yarn, pick up this yarn here, twist it, insert my hook, yarn over and pull through like that. So you're going to leave a bit of a long tail. Yeah. After that, now we are going to be making half double crochets with chains together. So you're going to chain up 3. You're going to yarn over and chain up 3, 2 and 3 like that. And then you're going to yarn over and you will go into the first chain that we made over here. So yarn over, go into the first chain, insert your hook there, yarn over and pull through. You'll be having 3 loops on your hook, just like this. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through the first loop. You're going to be having 3 loops again, yarn over and complete our half double crochet by pulling through all, just like that. So for the second half double crochet, you're going to yarn over and you will go into this, there's this loop over here, this one, and you're going to go into both 2 loops. You're going to yarn over and go into both 2 loops this side. Yeah, like that. These are the 2 loops. These are the 2 loops. So I don't know if you can see clearly, but you're going to go over these 2 loops here. So just yarn over, go into those 2 loops. Make sure you've gone into both 2, like that. Yarn over again, pull through. You'll be having 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first loop to make your second chain. Then yarn over and complete your half double crochet by pulling through all. You're going to yarn over to make your third half double crochet. You're going to go into both these 2 loops over here. So yarn over, go into those 2 loops like that. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first loop. Then yarn over, pull through the 3 loops like that. Yarn over. Insert your hook under those 2 loops over there. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first loop. Then yarn over, pull through the 3 loops. So you are just going to repeat this, and as you continue making your half double crochets plus chains together, this is what you will get. So these are the chains we are making, and this is how it looks. So you are just going to make this you're going to make our half double crochet, our chain half double crochets until you get your underbust measurement. Or what you will do is you will just make it until you can try it around your underbust to see if it fits, and we want a fixed fitting, yeah, because we don't want it to be loose. So that is what you're going to do. You're just going to continue making this chain half double crochets until when you try to wrap it around your underbust, yeah, when you try to wrap it around your underbust, it fits perfectly, yeah. That is when it is stretched, but don't overstretch it. Leave a bit of room so that it can pass through our breast when we are putting it on, yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and make my chain half double crochets off camera, and I'll be back, yeah, to tell you how many I made for my underbust, so that we can continue from there, yeah. Okay guys, so I'm back with my chain half double crochets, and I went ahead and made 88 chain half double crochets. And when I measure this, let me see, when I measure this without stretching, it is reaching 26 inches, and my underbust measurement is 30 inches. So when I give this a slight stretch, I'm reaching 30 inches, yeah. So that is what you're going to do. And then now we are going to join the two sides together. You are going to make sure that your work is not twisted, and then you are going to put it like this, yeah. You can see mine is not twisted. And then now we are going to join using a slip stitch. So I'll come into this first half double crochet that we made here, and I'll just join it there using a slip stitch. So I'll insert my hook there into that first half double crochet, yarn over and pull through all, just like that. Now you'll notice that there is a gap here. Don't worry about the gap, we'll close it later. So we want to start our second row. This is our first row now, our first round, not row. So we want to start our second round. You're going to chain one, turn your work, and then you can see this space, this stitch just next to our hook. You're going to insert your hook there with a single crochet, like that, and then you are going to go into the front of that single crochet, this loop over here. There's a loop here, yeah, this loop. So you will insert your hook over there and make another single crochet. So we've made a stacked double crochet, yeah. That is how we are going to be starting our round. And then you're going to yarn over and into the next stitch, make your half double crochet, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll be having 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all. And we are going to be working with half double crochets, yeah. So you're just going to work your half double crochets all round until you get to our starting point, yeah, and I will meet you there. So just make 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch. Just go round and I'll meet you here. I'll meet you on our starting point where we started, yeah. So guys, I'm coming to the end of my round, and and I just have one stitch remaining, so I'll work my half double crochet in that last stitch. Don't work another stitch over here, yeah, because that is where we started our round, so don't work another stitch here. And then I'll just go on top of our stacked double crochet that we made, insert my hook over there and close my round using a slip stitch, just like that. So we want to start round 2, or yeah, round 3, not round 2. So we are going to chain 1, turn your work, and then we are going to start our round with a stacked double crochet. So you will go into the next stitch just next to our chain, no, next to our hook, I mean. Go in there, insert your hook, make a single crochet. Then in this single crochet there is this front loop over here. Insert your hook in that front loop and make another single crochet, yeah. After making our stacked double crochet, we are going to make half double crochets all round, yeah. So basically we are just going to be repeating our first round that we made. So you're just going to make half double crochets all round. We are just repeating round 1, and yeah, I'll meet you at the end of the round. I'm coming to the end of my round, and I'll just continue working my half double crochets. I have 1 stitch remaining. I'll just work my last half double crochet in that stitch, and then I'll close my round by inserting my hook in that, on top of our stacked double crochet. Insert your hook in there and close your round using a slip stitch, yeah. Chain 1, turn your work. We are going to start our round. Go into the next stitch, make a single crochet, and then go into the front loop of that single crochet, yeah, and pull up yarn and complete another single crochet to make our stacked double crochet. And then just repeat round 1, yeah. Just make half double crochets all round. When you get to the end of the row, you know how to close the round by slip stitching. And remember that we start our rounds with a stacked double crochet. So if you still don't know how to make a stacked double crochet, you can rewind the video and just check how we are starting our round. So you are just going to repeat this, your half double crochets. You're going to make your rounds until you have about 4 inches in height, and I'll meet you back with my height of 4 inches, yeah. So guys, I'm back with my work, yeah. I've made my rounds, and I've made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 rows. And when I measure it, our height, it's 4 inches in height, yeah. That is okay. So now we want to start working on our upper part. Now this side where we have this side where we are supposed to be joining, this is going to be my upper side, and this is now where we are going to continue making into the dress, yeah, this side. So I'm just going to cut off my yarn because I want to finish my upper side first. So I'll leave a bit of yarn and cut off my yarn there. I'll reattach it later. And then now I'm just going to reattach this yarn. I'm going to connect it to this, my tail over here, yeah. I'm just going to cut off these tails. And I'll just remove my hook from the other end and to this side. Yeah, so this is our gap that was created. Now I want to join these two ends together. I'll just insert my hook on top of this I'll just insert my hook on top of our starting point over here. Yeah, and then I'll just yarn over, pull through the yarn, and that is it. I've closed that space that was there. Yeah, now I want to start my round 1, so I'm going to chain up 1, turn my work, and for this first round in this side we are going to be making single crochets in each and every stitch all round. So I'll go into the next stitch and make a single crochet, and into the next, just make my single crochets all round. Yeah, so just go ahead and make your single crochets all round into each and every stitch, and I will meet you at the end of the round. So guys, what we are going to do now, after joining after completing my round, yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to put your work like this, and we are going to determine the middle point, this side and this side. Yeah, so my when I started I had 86 double crochets, half double crochets. So that means when I count my work all round, I should be having 86 stitches. So I'm going to divide that 86 by 2, yeah, so as to know my middle point here. Yeah, so when I divide 86 by 2, I get 43 stitches. So I'm going to count 43 stitches and mark the middle point, and mark the 43rd stitch. So I'll just do that. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 41 42 43. Yeah, so I'll mark that 43rd stitch. That is my middle point. Yeah, so I want to know the number of chains this side. Now that means I'm going to divide 43 by 2. When I divide 43 by 2, I am getting when I divide 43 by 2, I'm getting 21.5. Yeah, so that is 21.5. I'm going to count 21 stitches this side. 1 2 3 4 21, and it should be 21.5. so I'm going to be marking my 22nd stitch. I'll just go ahead and mark my 22nd stitch. Yeah, and do the same to this other side, and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I've marked my middle points like that, so I'm also going to mark the middle point from this point to this point. I want to mark the middle point here. So here I have 20 stitches in the middle, so I am going to mark the middle point of this point of this side, and also mark the middle point of this side. So you are going to count your stitches from this point to this point, mark the middle stitch like that, and I'll be back. So I've gone ahead and done just that, and this point I've marked with a different color of yarn because I don't have enough stitch markers. Yeah, so what you're going to do next, you're going to take yarn, and after taking your yarn, you are going to make chains. You're going to make chains while trying it on you from under your boob. Yeah, from under your boob to where you want your top to reach. So you're going to make chain and try it on you. Yeah, from under your bust, from just under your bust or under your boob, from to up to where you want your top to reach, going upwards. Yeah. So I made a little sketch over here. So you are going to, this is your boob over here. So you are going to just measure, you are going to make this chain and measure from just under here, yeah, going upwards up to where you want your coverage to reach. Yeah, so if you want it longer for more coverage, you make a longer chain. If you don't want just a bit of coverage, you make it shorter. So you're just going to try it on you to see where you want your top, the top of the highest point of your top to reach. Yeah, so mine, when I make mine, it is 30 chains. I end up with 30 chains. That is enough coverage for me. So after putting your points, you're marking your points like that. So you are going to come to our middle point here, over here. Yeah, after counting our middle point here, you just want to, after making your chains, I mean, so my chains that I made are 30 chains. So I'm going to be counting backwards from this point to this point. So that is, this point is going to be 30 chains. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. Yeah. So you're going to do that, just that. So my starting chain is going to be 19 chains, so that when I increase, my highest point is going to be 30 chains, the chains that I made, that is my full coverage. Yeah. So after that, I'll just come to this side and I'll go ahead and make my 30 chains. Yeah. Not 30, 19 chains. That is my starting chain. I'll go ahead and make my 19 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. After making my 19 chains, I'm going to add one chain. That chain is our turning chain. Yeah. Then you're going to skip the first chain, going to the second chain with one single crochet. And you are just going to work one single crochet in each and every chain all the way down until you have 19 single crochets. So I'll just work my last single crochet, and then what we are going to do is we are going to slip stitch at the base of our work over here. So I'll just go into the next stitch there and make a slip stitch. then slip stitch into the next, yeah, turn my work, skip the first 2 stitches down there, 1 2, go into the 3rd stitch and make 1 single crochet, back loop only. So just make 1 single crochet, back loop only, going into each and every stitch until you have a total of 19 stitches. Like that. Chain 1, turn your work, back loop only, work 19 single crochets. After working your 19 single crochets, you're going to slip stitch at the base, go into the next stitch, make a slip stitch into the next stitch again, yeah, turn your work and repeat row 1. Skip the first 2, go into the 3rd one, back loop only, start making your single crochets. And you are going to work your single crochets back loop only. When you get to the base, you slip stitch twice, and you're just going to do this until you have 1 stitch remaining here to get to this first stitch marker over here. So just do that until you get to your stitch marker, and I'll meet you back there. Okay guys, so I've been working my single crochets back loop only, and I have 2 stitches remaining, actually, yeah, 1 stitch remaining to my middle point. So for this next row, we are not going to be working with single crochet, we are going to switch to half double crochet. Going to chain 1, turn my work, and we are still going to be working back loop only. So instead of working a single crochet, I'll go in here with 2 double crochets. We are going to start our increase. That is the first half double crochet, then the second half double crochet, yeah. Then just work my 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch, back loop only, until the end of the row. And I will meet you at the end of the row so that we can connect it to the bottom part. So I'm at the end of the row, and we are just going to connect it down at the base here. Slip stitch into the first stitch, remove my stitch marker, slip stitch into that space, yeah, turn my work, and skip the first 2 stitches, 1 2, into the 3rd one, work my half double crochets till I get to the top, and I will meet you there. So I'm at the top and I have 2 stitches remaining. I'm going to work my first one there, and then I still have my first stitch. Look for the back loop there, and work my increase. Put my 1/2 double crochet and the second one, chain 1, turn my work, make an increase by placing 2 1/2 double crochets into that stitch, and just work 1 1/2 double crochet till you get to the base, and I'll meet you at the base so that we can slip stitch. So I'm at the base. We are going to slip stitch at the bottom, slip stitch into the next 2 stitches like that, turn your work, and you are just going to repeat that. Skip the first 2 stitches into the third, start working your 1/2 double crochets, and when you get to the top, don't forget to make an increase. So you're just going to repeat that until you have 1 stitch to the stitch marker. So this is what you can see, our work has started increasing. Yeah, so I'll meet you when I have 1 stitch to the stitch marker. Just repeat that. Okay guys, I'm back with my work. Yeah, so I have 1 stitch to my stitch marker, and I'm just going to slip stitch there, remove my stitch marker, and slip stitch where my stitch marker was, turn my work. Now when you count your stitches, this is the middle part. Now I've increased my work until I reached my stitch marker. When you count the number of stitches, they should be giving you the stitches that you got when you made a chain to measure from below your boob up to where you wanted your coverage to reach. So mine was 30. We can just count to check. I'll skip the first 2, 1, 2, because that is where we have slip stitched, and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. My last stitch is here, 30. Yeah, so, and I started with the 30. I measured and got 30 chains. So you should, when you count your topmost, when you count your middle row, you should be getting the number of stitches that you measured with your chain. Yeah, so we are after joining, I'm going to skip the first 2, start working my 1/2 double crochet in the third, and just work 1/2 double crochet until I have 2 stitches remaining, and I will meet you there so that we can start decreasing. I'm at the top of my row and I have 2 stitches remaining, this one and this one. So I'll yarn over, go into my first stitch, pull up yarn, and I'm not going to complete that 1/2 double crochet. Go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up yarn like that, yarn over, pull through all, chain 1, turn my work. That is how you make an increase. You are going to make a second increase, yarn over, go into the first stitch, back loop, pull up yarn, you're going to be having 3 loops. Go into the next stitch, pull up yarn, you're going to be having 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all, and that is how you make a decrease half double crochet. And just continue with your work until you get to the base, and I'll meet you there. I am at the base. We are going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Yeah, turn your work and work 1 half double crochet. Skip the first 2 stitches at the base and start working into the 3rd. And you're just going to repeat this until you have a stitch to your next stitch marker. Yeah, when you get to the top, don't forget to decrease. Don't forget to make a decrease. So I am at the top and I have 2 stitches remaining. I'll just make my decrease. Yeah, chain 1, turn my work, start my work with another decrease. And you're just going to repeat this until you get to your stitch marker. Yeah, so I'll repeat this until I get to where my stitch marker is, and I'll meet you there. So I've been working my decreases and I have 2 stitches to my stitch marker. I'll just join with a slip stitch at the base like we've been doing, turn my work, and this is going to be my last row of decrease. Skip the first 2, go into the 3rd one, and just work my half double crochets. Sorry there. So this is my last row of decrease. So I'm going to make a decrease here. Yeah. So when you count your stitches, it should be bringing you back to 19 stitches. That is where we started. So I'll just count to confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 here. Chain 1, and I'll just cut off my yarn after chaining 1. pull to tighten. Yeah, so this is half of our bust. We've worked half of our bust. Yeah, so whatever we have done this side, we will repeat it this side. Yeah, so I'm going to make a slip knot. I'll make a slip knot, and I'm going to reattach my yarn at the base here. So I'll just remove this stitch marker because that is where I'm going to reattach my yarn. Insert my hook and insert it into the loop. And chain one to secure my yarn here. After that, I'm going to chain 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. After that, I'll add one more chain, which is our turning chain. It doesn't count. Then I'm going to skip the first stitch into the second one. I'm going to yarn over and go in there with a half double crochet. And just work my half double crochets. Sorry, I forgot we are supposed to be starting with an increase, guys. So I'm going to yarn over, skip the first stitch, go into the second stitch with 2 half double crochets. We are starting on an increase because we are mirroring whatever we have done this side. So we are going to start increasing until we get to this middle point. Yeah, so I'm making my 2 half double crochets. I'll put 1 half double crochet into each and every chain, until I get to until I get to the base. Like that, and I'm going to slip stitch at the base, go into the next stitch and slip stitch there, go into the next and slip stitch, turn my work, and skip the first 2 stitches at the base and start working in the third. Yeah, and just continue Don't forget to work in the last stitch, which is a bit hidden. Yeah, this is it. And work my increase there. Turn my work. Start with an increase, back loop only. That is my first, my second half double crochet in the same stitch. And just repeat this. So you are going to do whatever you did on the other side. You are going to repeat it this side. So you are going to repeat this. You're going to increase, you're going to make an increase until you get to the middle point here. And when you get to the middle point here, make sure that you count your stitches so that it gives you the number of chains that you made for your coverage. Yes. So mine, I'm going to work until when I get here, when I count my stitches here, I should be having 30 stitches. After getting here, you start decreasing again. Yeah. You decrease until you get to the stitch marker, and I will meet you back here so that we can start working our back panel. Yeah. Okay, so just repeat whatever we did this side, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so this is what my work looks after my increase and decrease. Yeah, so we want to continue to the back panel, and this is my last stitch over here. So I'm just going to slip stitch there, slip stitch twice actually. And then from here onwards, we are going to be working single crochets back loop only, like we did this side. Yeah. So just place single crochets, and you want to make sure that you have your, when you count your stitches, you have your starting point stitches. Yeah. So my starting point was 19, and when I count this, I should still get 19. So yeah, just work your single crochet back loop only. And work my last stitch over here. Yeah, we can count and see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. Chain 1, turn my work, work 1 single crochet back loop only, in every stitch. Till you get to the base. Work my last single crochet over here, slip stitch twice at the base, and repeat. So you're just going to do that till you get to your starting point over here, and I will meet you there. So I've come to the end of my row. I've worked my back panel. I've just finished working my last row. So I'm just going to slip stitch in the next stitch. Yeah, and then slip stitch in this last stitch over here. After that, now I am going to be joining these two panels together. Yeah, So I'm going to join these two panels together. So from here, you are just going to decide where you want your top part to be, your outer part to be, and where you want your inner side to be. Yeah. So as for me, I want this side to be my outer side. So, and the top part here is going to be my inner part. So I'm going to join on the outside, just like this. So I'll just insert my hook in the first stitch and into the first stitch this other side there, and I'm going to join using a slip stitch, go into the second and into the other side. So you can join using any method. You can join using a single crochet, you can join using a needle, yeah, so long as you've joined. So just join all the way up, yeah, and I'll meet you there. So I've completed joining. What I'm going to do now is just chain one and yeah, cut off my yarn and tighten. So now this is what my work looks like, yeah, after joining, and this is what the part we have joined looks like. So we are going to make our arms, and for that I'll be using a different color of yarn, yeah. So I'm just going to make a slip knot, make a slip knot here, and then come to one side of my panel, and then decide on which row, which is the topmost row. This, for me it is this one, and I'll just insert my hook, just insert my hook there, and chain one. And then now I'm going to make a total of 60 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I'm back with my 60 chains. I'm now just going to cut off my yarn, yeah. So you're going to do that for both sides. Then we are going to make from the back our arms. You're going to repeat the same thing, make a slip knot, then from our middle point here you are going to count 4 rows from here. 1, this is the first one, 2 3 4, and I'm going to insert my hook there, the 5th one, and yeah, I'm going to make 70 chains for the back. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, yeah, and I'll be back with my 70 chains for both sides. So I've gone ahead and made my arms, yeah. So we are going to make the front tie for our top. So I've already made a slip knot, and I'm just going to make a chain of about 120, and I'll be back. So I made 130 chains, yeah. Now I'm just going to cut off my yarn and tighten. And now we are going to, I'm going to take my needle, weave my yarn into the needle, yeah, just like that. And we are just going to weave our yarn into our work. So I'll start with the first point over here, just like that. There is no particular way, but I'm skipping like 2 half double crochets. And just pull through. Yeah, come to this other side. And just weave it in. Just like that. And yeah, this is what our front tie looks like. So we're just going to balance out the yarn. Like that. And when we'll be done with this project, you'll go ahead and weave in your ends, or you can just put it on as a top. Because now we have a complete top, you can just go ahead and weave in your ends, and yeah, you have your top there. So you just tie this front part over here, and it creates a very beautiful O here. Yeah, so you can just put on your top, just tie the front part, and you're good to go. So yeah, so we are going to start working on our downer parts. I've already reattached my yarn. Yeah, so you're going to put your work like this. You're just going to put your work like this. After putting your work like this, now we are going to mark these points here, these ends. Yeah, so you can go ahead and count all your stitches all round and mark the half points, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to estimate. So I'm just going to estimate where the half part is. Yeah, so I'll just come this side and mark this stitch over here. To be the half of that side. Come this side, mark that point. Yeah, after that I'm going to turn my work. No, sorry, I'm going to chain one, turn my work, and start with the way we've been starting our row, with a stacked double crochet. Make a single crochet in the next stitch, go into the front loop of that single crochet and make another single crochet. Then just start making my half double crochets all the way down. not down all the way round till you get to your first stitch marker, and I will meet you there. I've reached where my stitch marker is. I'll just remove it, and in that stitch I'm going to work 3 half double crochets. The first one, second one, third one, yeah, and then I'll mark the second half double crochet. That is our middle point. So we have started increasing for the hip area, yeah. Then continue your half double crochet till you get to the second stitch marker, and I'll meet you over there. I'm at my second stitch marker. I'll just remove it, then make an increase there by working 3 half double crochets in that same stitch. Mark the middle stitch, which is the second one, because that is our middle point, yeah, and continue working your half double crochets till you get to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there, to the end of the round, sorry. I'm at the end of the round, and I've just worked my last half double crochet. I'm going to join by inserting my yarn on top, inserting my hook on top of that stacked double crochet with the slip stitch. Chain 1, turn my work, and this next round is going to be a round of no increase, yeah. So I'm going to start with a stacked double crochet, and just place 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch till the end of the round. So you're going to make 1 half double crochet into every stitch. When you get to the stitch marker, just remove your stitch marker, work 1 half double crochet there, put it back, and yeah, continue till you get to the end of the round. So just do that, work 1 half double crochet all round. I'll meet you back there. I'm at the end of the round, and so I'm going to join my round, close my round, chain 1, turn my work. This next round is going to be a repetition of the round we have just finished. So you are just going to make 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch till you get to the end of the round, and I'll meet you back. So just insert 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch like you've done in the previous round, yeah, and I'll meet you at the end of the row of the round. I'm at the end of the round, and I'm just going to join my work, yeah. Start the next round with a stacked double crochet. Now this next round is going to be a round of increase, and you already know how to increase, how we are making increase. So just work 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch till you get to the stitch marker. Yeah, remove the stitch marker and place 3 half double crochets into that stitch. Mark the second stitch and continue with 1 half double crochet till you get to the other stitch marker. So that is what you're going to do. You already know how to make an increase. So the next 2 rows, after making this row of increase, the next 2 rows are going to be rows of no increase, and you're going to repeat that, making a row of increase followed by 2 rows of no increase, like that, until you get your hip measurement while slightly stretched. Yeah, you get your hip measurement while slightly stretched. So I'm going to work mine off camera, and I'll be back once I have my hip measurement. Okay guys, I'm done working my hip area, and we can just measure. I was working with a hip measurement of 40 inches, and now when I measure my hip area, it is around 18.5 inches, which is okay, because when it is stretched, it's going to reach half of my hip measurement, which is 20 multiplied by 2 gives me 40. So after getting my hip measurement, I'll just go ahead and remove my stitch markers because I no longer have use for them. Yeah, and just put that aside. So from now onwards, I'm just going to be working 1 half double crochet in each and every stitch, yeah, till I get the length of my dress. So I'll just start my row with the stacked double crochet as usual. And just work 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch till the end of the row. From here onwards, there is no increase. We are not doing any more increase. So you are not going to do any more increase after you've achieved your hip measurement. So you're just going to work the length of your dress. 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch till you get the length of your dress. Yeah, so I'll just do mine off camera, and I'll be back once I have my length. Yeah, okay. Okay guys, so I'm done with the skirt part. I'm done making the height for my dress. Yeah, so what we are going to do next is we want to start working on the edging. Yeah, so for that I'll be using a different color of yarn. I'll be using this color. I don't know the name of the color, but yeah. So I'm just going to make a slip knot. After making a slip knot, I'm going to come back to my work. In this seam over here, you can see it. I'll reattach my yarn into this stitch, and then, yeah, insert it in my hook and chain 1 to secure my yarn. After that, I'll go back into this same stitch with 1 single crochet. Yeah, and after that, when you put your work like this, you're going to see that we have the front loop and the back loop. Yeah, so this here is the front loop, and the loop that is facing away from you is the back loop. So we are going to make single crochets in the front loop this side. Yeah, so you are going to insert your hook into the front loop, and I'll just do that while weaving in this end and make a single crochet. Go into the second one and insert your hook. You can see I've put it in the front loop. Go in with a single crochet, go into the next, and just work in the front loops. Yeah, so you are going to work single crochets front loop only all round, and I will meet you at the end of the round. I'm at the end of the row of the round, and I'm just going to connect my round using a slip stitch. I'm going to insert my hook in the first single crochet that we made on top of it. Insert my hook there and pull through all. Yeah, after that I'm going to chain one, turn my work, and then I'll go into the next stitch immediately after my chain one, go in there and make a single crochet, and then go into the front loop of the single crochet. Yeah, insert my hook there, pull up yarn and pull through all to make another single crochet, to make our stacked double crochet, I mean. After that, now this stacked double crochet is acting as our first double crochet, and we want to make 2 more double crochets into this stitch for a total of 3 double crochets in one stitch. So I'm going to add 2 more double crochet into that stitch, like that. Go into the next stitch with 3 double crochets. The second one, this is the third one. Go into the next with 3 double crochets, and into the next with 3 double crochets. So for the ruffles, we are just going to be placing 3 double crochet into each and every stitch. Yeah, after some time you'll start seeing the gathers. It will start forming gathers. Yeah, so you can see it has started forming gathers. Yeah, so we are just going to place 3 double crochets into each and every stitch all round, and I will meet you once I'm at the end of the round. This will take some time though, so don't be in a hurry. So yeah guys, I'll meet you at the end of the round. So I'm at the end of the row of the round, and I'm just working my last 3 double crochets. After that, you're going to slip stitch on top of our stacked double crochet that we made to close the round, like that. After that, we are going to chain up one, turn our work, and go back into that same stitch and make a stacked double crochet. And we are going to repeat what we did in this previous row. We are going to place 2 double crochets into that stitch for a total of 3 double crochets. Yeah. Going to the next with 3 double crochets in the next stitch. And you're just going to repeat the previous round. Now, you can also decide to leave it there. Yeah, but if you want it more dramatic, you can just put 3 double crochets into each and every stitch the way we did into the previous round. If you don't want it to be that dramatic, you can alternate by putting 3 double crochets in one stitch and the next you put 1 double crochet. Yeah. So I'll just put 3 double crochets into each and every stitch like I did in the previous round until the end of the round. Now this is going to be my final round. I'm not going to do another round of ruffle. This is going to be my final one. You can go ahead and make another round here. So yeah guys, this is it. I'll just work my rounds off camera, and basically our work is done. So I'll just repeat mine off camera here, and that is it. You can see it, the gathers are becoming more defined. So yeah guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Those who haven't subscribed, please do so. And yeah, this is the end of the video. And thanks again. For those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.